Hola, my lovelies. It's me, author Alexandria Infante, with a new review. And now tonight's book is called The Client. I had told you guys yesterday that it was Elements of Submission, but since then the author has changed the title, and the book is called The Client, Mina's Choice, Book 1. And this, hope you guys can see that. This is the cover. See that? Okay. So now, um, basically, I'll read you guys the blurb first so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so it says, he gave me more freedom, if that's possible, to be myself. Yes, the world is a crazy place, but I've finally found a way to fit into it. Wilhelmina Green is the lawyer of choice for Chicago's wealthy offenders. Mina's latest victory, the acquittal of a U.S. senator, has made her a media sensation. To the outside world, she appears to have it all, but she's still searching for a man with the strength to bring her dark fantasies to life. CEO Jonathan Thomas Hume, a suspect in the death of his personal assistant, hires Mina to represent him. This is a long blurb, guys. Sorry. He slowly draws her into his seductive world of wealth and power as they investigate the murder. Despite her attraction to him, Mina holds back, sensing Jonathan is keeping part of himself closed off from the world and from her. As the passions of their affair intensifies, Mina soon realizes her desires were just the beginning of an erotic dive into Jonathan's lifestyle. As a defense attorney, Wilhelmina Green has had to represent some reprehensible characters. Obliged to defend wealthy Jonathan Thomas Hume, she discovers she is attracted to this handsome, dynamic man. While she worries that he may have killed a few people, she's eager to take part in his exciting way of making love. While I'm not, okay, oops, sorry. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so now this book, um, so Wilhelmina is basically like it said, this high powered attorney, and so she she's referred to in this book as this high powered attorney, basically, and she literally helps like the scum of the earth walk free. Some of these people in this book are just like, they're terrible. Okay, so the book opens with her cliff diving, which is referred to in the book as tombstoning, which I thought was pretty cool because I learned something new. I didn't know it was called that. So she wins the case, then gets she gets a call from the billionaire CEO. He like runs this pharmaceutical company. They basically establish this big, huge online presence during like the COVID-19 and when like the pandemic first started, and so people were able to get their prescriptions and all that stuff online. So they became like really, really huge. Okay, and so basically, he needs an attorney. He's not been accused yet, but it's sort of like he's trying to, like, you know, pretty much cover his back in case he is, because he knows that he's looking very guilty. So this is how she meets him. Well, he's sexy, he's rich, and all the things that, a girl could pretty much want, but he has a dark side to him as well, which I totally was digging. The naughty scenes were spot on, and I was loving that too. But anyway, so Will believes he's guilty at first, but the more she gets to know him, her ideas of him change, and now um, she's super pretty much attracted to him, um, because he can pretty much give her a better release than this tombstoning thing that she does, which is really dangerous, like 60 feet cliffs and that kind of stuff. And it's not as dangerous, well, or I guess I should say it's threatening. So if I had to start this book, I would give it 3.75. And the reason that I say this is because although, excuse me, I enjoyed the book like way, like a lot. I just feel like there was way too much attention to detail. I mean, I like detail, but I just felt like, I mean, it was so much so that it literally takes you out of the story. I also felt like, I know that she was a cliff diver, but it was just a bit too much for me to constantly explain what, how, and where she went diving. Diving was how she coped with getting like these sickos off as a defense attorney, but I just felt like after a while, referring to it at each incident after she'd gotten some new scum off. With no jail time was just a bit repetitious. Um, Also, I felt like the relationship with Jonathan, although sexy, was confusing at times. Like um, when she had not only broken attorney, rules by sleeping with him, but the fact that she wanted to keep it strictly professional afterwards and blew off like all of his advances. That kind of felt weird to me. Like I kind of feel like it's too late for that now. um but overall, this is a good read, and I would have started like 4.5 if there wasn't so much detail, to the point that I literally began skipping pages, which sucks for the author. You never want so much detail that it causes the reader to skip pages and then possibly missing out on vital information that they need for the story. And then, so basically, what happens is they have to go back and then they're forced to reread or read what it was that they were skipping. And then, 9 times out of 10, readers will just stop reading the book because they're like, I don't feel like doing this. So, besides that, that's pretty much why it gets a 3.75, because I just felt like it was way too much. Like, I like detail, but it was like pages of detail that I kind of felt like didn't help to progress the story. And so, the author might want to like think about that and maybe take some of that detail out, because I understood that she was a cliff diver, and that was super cool to me, especially the way, like how the author described it. But it's like everything had like massive detail to it, and so I just found myself skipping pages. But other than that, it gets a 3.75, and it's an enjoyable read. So I mean, if you can get past the detail, um but besides that, you guys can totally go out and pick up this book. It's by author Karissa Knight, and the title has changed from the submission to the client, Mina's Choice. And this is book one. So you guys can go out and pick it up on Amazon. It's on Amazon right now. And with Amazon doing like Cyber Monday and all that stuff, you guys might get some good deals. It could actually be cheaper now. So I encourage you guys to go out and pick this up. I feel like it's a good read. It was just a little bit too much detail for me. And that's pretty much it to this review. Tomorrow we will be reviewing Tammy. Just one second. I had this already done too, so I wouldn't have to do this, and my phone went off. Okay, tomorrow we will be reviewing Tammy Basil. I think that's how it's pronounced, or Basil, but I would say Basil. Um, and basically her pen name is Jennifer Cody. So that's who we will be reading to who we will be reviewing tomorrow. And the book is called Bishop to Knight 1. So that is our review for tomorrow. Thanks bunches, guys. And then on Wednesday, I will pop back in with a Christmas title. It's really hard finding Christmas titles right now that are that actually look very, very, or actually sound very Christmassy. So we'll see. That's what I'm supposed to do. We'll see. But anyway, that was it. Once again, the book is called The Client, Mina's Choice. Make sure you guys go out there and pick this up one more time. Bunches, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.